Welcome to Pimpy's Investment Chat, where we keep investment talk simple. And here's your host, Pimpy.
What is going on out there, peeps? All right, so I got a lot of people asking me about gold and silver. They're panicking. Why do you guys panic, man? I don't get it. I tell you and warn you ahead of time that these prices are going to jump up and down like this. There's going to be some fluctuation. I told you, don't be surprised if they try to drop this shit down to $1 per ounce. Don't fall for it. Do not fall for it. Look at what's happening as an opportunity to pick up precious metals on a slight discount. We'll get into that here right now. Before we get started, if you're not a subscriber, please do so, because when you do, it helps out the channel, and I certainly do appreciate it. If you're thinking about buying gold and silver, or any other precious metals for that matter, head on over to our friends at Money Metals Exchange. The link is down below in the description. When you purchase over there at Money Metals Exchange, you will now be automatically entered into a chance to get free giveaways. This month, you'll be automatically registered to be one of 3 people who will receive 10 ounces. That's 10 silver eagles each. So head on over to Money Metals, make your purchase, and automatically enter to win. For those of you who are unaware, I do have my own webpage. I can be found at Pimpy's News Network. Over here, I do post videos that I can't post on YouTube without getting in trouble. I also have my own Facebook group called Pimpy's Investment Chat. Over here, we do talk about gold, silver, cryptocurrencies, as well as foreign currency investments. So come on over here and join us. It's free to do so. I can also be found over here on Twitter, MeWe, YouTube, Odyssey, and now I'm on Rumble. For whatever reasons, my videos are not showing up on my channel yet, but I can be found just by going to the search button and typing in Pimpy's Investment Chat. And my videos will pop up for you to check out. If I get kicked off YouTube or I get suspended on YouTube, you can find me on any other one of these social media platforms. Yes, a lot of you are thrilled about the new arrangement with Money Metals, so take advantage of it. Look, there's a link down below. I encourage you guys to follow it, make a purchase at Money Metals, and you're automatically entered for an opportunity to win 10 free silver ounces. 3 people will be chosen. So head on over there to Money Metals, make a purchase. You don't have to be a first-time buyer. You could be a person that's been there before. You're automatically entered to win the 10 free ounces. Yes, I keep warning you that more and more banks are going to close. I told you, this is a planned event. If our government truly cared about the banking industry, they would start finding ways to open up more and more banks, not consolidating them down to smaller amounts of banks. All right, look at close to 190 banks could face Silicon Valley Bank's fate, according to a new study. 190 banks. So when I tell you that they're merging, I wasn't exaggerating. Get your money out of the account now, because they'll bail out their friends, but they're not going to bail you out. So this is a mind-boggler, so to speak. I mean, cryptocurrencies are taking a hit, so is gold and silver. Why? Because it's believed, although I can't understand why, that the U.S. dollar is getting stronger and our economy is rebounding. Do any of you out there feel like the economy is rebounding? Now, I'm going to be honest about something, and that is this. Inflation has come down a little bit. It has. But here's what I got to say about that. How many of you actually believe the data that we're getting? I don't. Right, so unfortunately, cryptos is suffering the same fate as gold and silver at the moment. So we're looking at Bitcoin sitting around 26,873. Now, look at this. Ethereum still above the 1,800 level. So, look, if you put a gun to my head and you say you have to pick a cryptocurrency, I'm always going to pick Ethereum. XRP is at 46 cents. Doesn't quite, it's not far off, slightly there, but it's not quite at that 500,000 level. We are at 46 cents. We're almost even up to 50 cents. But we're not quite there at that 500,000 level, if you get my drift. Cardano's at 37 cents. Dogecoin's at 7 cents. Polygon's at 87 cents. Solana is at $20.37. Litecoin, back up above $90. I read a huge article about Litecoin taking over, as far as growth is concerned, taking over and passing up Bitcoin and Ethereum. I'm sure Lisa Litecoin out there is just kicking her heels and happy about this. Polkadot's at $5.36. Hex, as usual, whenever you start to see huge movements downwards in cryptocurrencies, you can always bet on Hex to go up. Look at this. It's up 10%. Shiba is now at 508. This sucker is tanking big time, but I have not got rid of my Shibas. I had a lot of discretionary funds in which I put on junk cryptos, not because I believed in them, just because I expected them to go up whenever Bitcoin goes up. And I still think that. So I'll just hold on to them. And when Bitcoin goes on a run, if it ever does, then I expect these ones to do that as well. And I'll be a happy camper. Same thing with Terra Luna Classic. Although it's starting to rebound slightly, it's at 4091. Satama is at 3090. Oh, good Lord. Is it about to drop to 308? Same thing with Satama. I got discretionary funds. Look at that big jump right there. Down, up, down, up. So gold. Yes, gold is at $1,962. It is down more than $60 from its high. But are we panicking? No, not me. I don't care. These things mean nothing to me. All this tells me when I look at these charts is what it is I can expect to pay when I go buy more. And I mean more gold and silver. I don't trust this, not at all. Silver's at $23.59. It was up above 25, but now down about $2. People are panicking. I'm like, why do you guys panic, man? If I warn you ahead of time that the price is going to go down, and then it goes down, then why are you panicking? Like, children, excuse me, children. Remember South Park? Remember the chef? This is based on the strengthening of the dollar. So I want you to think about this. Gold and silver is down, right? Because supposedly the dollar is strong. Is it? Let's take a look. Oh, Sam Zell, man, passed away. That's a trip. This is a billionaire real estate investor. This is a guy that's been speaking out now for the longest time about the economy crashing. So, rest in peace, Sam. We appreciate the information that you shared with people. A lot of people did hear what he had to say, and he said, get into gold and silver. So here we go. Should gold and silver be down? The federal government's bank account just saw a sharp drop in cash as the default deadline looms. I love how the politicians like to use fear-mongering. Oh my God, if we default on our loans, all hell's going to break loose and the world's going to end. And people are going to come out of the ground with trumpets in their ass and blow them. And you're going to turn into zombies and everything else. It's bullshit. Okay, first of all, they own the printing machines. Come on now, people. The federal government bank account just saw a sharp drop in cash as the default deadline looms. This is this administration's attempt at scaring people so that people pressure the Republicans to pass a deadline. Will they? Most likely. I say shut it down. I know that screws some people, but my thing is this. Shut them down and tell them to revalue gold and silver. That's what I say. The Treasury General Account had $87.4 billion in on Monday, down from $140 billion on Friday. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen affirmed this week the government could run out of money as of June 1st. How can you run out of money when you own a printer? I say good. Run out of money. Look, the Federal Reserve is solvent anyways. It's bankrupt. It's been bankrupt for years. Why we all pretend like that sucker's still there and is even relevant to what's going on? It's not. The way they've been running this whole Ponzi scheme, and now politicians are letting the world know, and the world is waking up. You can't trust the government, especially one that runs a Ponzi scheme like the United States Federal Reserve. The Treasury Department's bank account at the Federal Reserve saw a sharp drop in cash earlier this week as lawmakers continue to negotiate over lifting the debt ceiling. Stop lifting the ceiling. As a matter of fact, lower the debt ceiling because we have to pay it back. The Treasury General Account had $87.4 billion on Monday, down from $140 billion on Friday. So somehow over the weekend, when most businesses are closed, we lost somewhere close to, $59.6 billion? Yeah.
I'm going to say something that I'm not allowed to say. I don't believe these motherfuckers. I do not believe it.
No, I agree with Dave, man. I don't believe them. Not at all. I don't believe any data that comes out of Barack Obama's third term. He lied the first two terms. There's no doubt that he's lying again this third term. So anyway, he goes on to say that brings the cash balance to the lowest level since April the 12th, before tax payments to the IRS begin filling up the Treasury coffers. The cash deadline is also the biggest since March 1st. So what they're saying here is they anticipate that money will start flowing in around June the 15th. I guess we're going to be suffering until June the 15th. We know damn well we ain't going to be suffering. The United States can never, ever, 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 even if they don't pass a budget, they can never, ever, ever default because they own the freaking printers. And this is why you should be holding on to gold and silver. If the US dollar is that depleted and we're out of money, then why the hell is gold and silver going down? I'm asking for a friend. Gold slips as dollar rises on hawkish cues from federal officials. Why the hell is the dollar rising? We're almost out of them. Gold retreated on Wednesday as the dollar advanced after hawkish comments from the Federal Reserve officials raised doubts over interest rate cuts this year. They're not going to cut the interest rates. Their goal is to just bankrupt the United States as much as possible. They don't want people going back to work. They don't want people paying their bills. They don't want you making your mortgage payments. They don't want you to make your car payments. They want you to lose everything. Because think about this. And you think I'm lying. Remember, what was it that the World Economic Forum said? Oh, yeah, you'll own nothing and you'll be happy. Well, how can you own nothing if you're paying your bills? The best thing they can do is just bankrupt the shit out of everybody. And that's exactly what they intend to do. Those who are holding on to gold and silver, hang tight. It's going to be a roller coaster ride. But I promise you, in the end, it's going to be one fun ride because our value will shoot through the roof. Gold pressured by debt ceiling, uncertainty, copper slumps amid China woes. China is hurting. People keep talking about, whoa, everything's going to go to China. Even I said that. But it's not just China by themselves. It's the whole BRICS nation. China can't do it by themselves. Hell, they're almost bankrupt themselves. Gold prices traded below key levels on Wednesday as uncertainty over the U.S. debt ceiling sparked a rebound in the dollar. So does that make sense to you? We might not be able to pay our debt, but we have a stronger dollar. Just throwing that out there. You know what they should do is raise the value of gold and silver. That's what they should do. So again, gold prices traded below the key levels on Wednesday as uncertainty over the U.S. debt ceiling sparked a rebound in the dollar and treasury yields, while copper prices hit over 5-month lows on more weak economic signals from China.
Let's say China. 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 You go over to China. 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 You take China.
China.
China. I love them. China.
You hear Trump, man, we got to have a China. I think he's talking about dishes. Gold also saw a measure of profits taken over the past few sessions after a surge to record highs earlier this month, but recent losses saw bullion lost the closely watched 2,000 an ounce support level. What this person is trying to say is people invest a lot of money into gold, but when it gets to a certain level, some people sell the gold because they're taking their profits in. And what are you going to exchange the gold for? Fiat dollars? Is that what you're trying to say? Look, don't panic over gold and silver. It's not a lot of you, but a couple of people brought it to my attention. I warned you that this was going to happen. Okay? So just hang tight. It will rebound and then some. Anyways, that's it for now. You guys let me know what you think. I look forward to your opinions, and I'll get back at you later. I'm out.